Welcome to this episode of the Smart Leaders Sell podcast. I'm Jessica Lorimer, sales coach and leadership expert, and it's 2 days after my birthday. Woo woo! I don't know whether you can call it post-birthday blues, but I think I have them. So obviously I am pre-recording this, but I can tell you that I get really excited about birthdays. So I'm one of those people who I'm like, oh, Christmas is fine. Yeah, cool, great. But birthdays, I love. I'm like, yay, celebrating another 365 days of making it around the sun. That is a big kind of thing for me. Mainly because I feel like it's an achievement. I feel like it's the lazy person's ultimate achievement. I have done nothing except breathe and eat for a year, and I'm still alive. And we get to celebrate this. And I'm like, this is wonderful. So it's like everything I love about a holiday. Unfortunately, this year Sam is away, so we did a little shindig before my birthday. He bought presents, and it was brilliant. So obviously, because Sam works away during the week anyway, he would order presents to home. And interestingly, I've told Sam on many occasions, and you will all know this, right? If you are a person who has a spouse who doesn't buy the gifts all that often, right, and you tend to do it for Christmas, you'll know that if you are sending a gift to somebody's house directly, you mark it for gift wrapping, right? Well, Sam in his infinite wisdom does not do that. So over the last few weeks, I watched all of these presents turn up, which obviously, I'm not complaining about. I bloody love gifts, all right? But at the same time, I kind of felt awful and really mean, but also elated at the fact that I made him wrap them all despite knowing what packaging they turned up in, and therefore being able to make a pretty good guess at what they actually were. So I was like, does that make me an awful person? I'm not sure, but let me know. Like, definitely email me or hit me up in the Facebook group and let me know. Are you the person who normally buys the presents? And if you are, would you delight in making somebody wrap your gifts even when you knew what they were? And if that is you, then I won't feel so bad. Anyway, today's episode is an exciting one because actually there is something really exciting going on post-birthday this week. And I'm actually launching a totally free mini masterclass series, okay? And it's in aid of the fact that it was my birthday, and, it's nice to share the experience with other people. And B, one of the things that I usually do in my free Facebook group every quarter is have a challenge. And we've already done one this quarter. So we did the Sales Info Summer Challenge, and September is always really busy. So I wanted to provide maximum value, but not run a massive challenge that people would have to focus on during September, which is always the busiest month of the year, bar December, okay? So instead, I've decided to do this free mini masterclass series, and I'm not going to pitch you on it right now because actually that's what the episode is about. Not the mini masterclass series, but how we actually pitch things. Because I've had a lot of questions recently from people who were like, look, I really, really love creating new opt-ins or creating new products or creating new programs. And people really, really love them when they buy them, and they're super useful and they get a lot out of them. But I really struggle to get people subscribed or to enroll or to purchase. And that is all about the pitching, right? It's all about the pitch. And so today what I'm going to do is walk you through the perfect pitch, or how you want to be structuring out the perfect pitch so that you can actually get more people to sign up, to enroll, to, opt into your list or whatever that might be. And I'm going to use the example of my free mini masterclass series to do it. So if at the end of the episode, you're like, oh my God, Jess, subliminally, you have convinced me to sign up for the free mini masterclass series, then of course, the link will be in the show notes. So you can absolutely go and knock yourself out for the masterclass. You can sign up to that, and I would love to see you there. If, however, you just want to listen to the episode and be like, I'm just going to steal all of this structure and use it to promote my awesome new opt-in, freebie, paid product, email list, podcast, book, whatever, then you get to do that too. I figure that is my birthday gift to you poddies. Okay, so let's jump in and let's have a little chat about what this actually looks like. Okay, so first things first. Why do we actually pitch? Now, one of my very good friends says to me all the time that before she met me, she was kind of indoctrinated into this world of build it and they will come. And the reality is that most people really enjoy creation, right? We love creating products. We love creating programs. We love creating services because we know the impact that they're likely to make on the people that they reach. The thing that we don't like is actually selling them. And that's because generally, we don't want to be sleazy. We don't want to feel like we're pushing people into something. And also because inherently humans fear rejection. We are community-based mammals, okay? And when it comes down to it, we want to be part of the gang. And so actually when we sell something or when we try and pitch something, it puts us in an awkward position where we might not be one of the gang any longer. And that scares us, okay? And that's a totally normal human reaction. And that's why pitching can be one of those things that we try and shy away from. So a lot of the time, people will think that they're pitching or think that they're promoting, but actually what they're doing is this. So I've got this new product or service or program and it's kind of good. I mean, it's pretty good. It's okay. I mean, actually now I'm thinking about it, it's kind of average, but I think that maybe kind of somehow you should think about signing up and that would be great for you. Okay, cool. Thanks. Bye. Right. And that's what people are doing in their Facebook groups, not to that necessarily that degree. But that's what people are doing. We're shying away from the pitch. We don't want to make anyone feel awkward. And then we feel awkward and that's uncomfortable. So we do that once and we try and do it super cleverly, or we try and do it super quietly, or we don't do it at all. But either way, usually people will pitch once. And if it doesn't get a ton of immediate buyers, if it doesn't get 100 people saying, oh my God, yes, this is the best thing ever. I want to buy it immediately. Let me give you all of my money. Despite us being super quiet about our pitch, then we feel like we've been rejected and we feel like we did the thing. We feel like we pitched and that people just didn't want to buy. But in actual fact, what we've done is we haven't really told people why they should buy it. We haven't really made people feel like it is the thing that's going to help them solve their problems. It is the next best thing that they need to purchase. It is the ultimate solution to the issues that they're currently experiencing. And we haven't told them that with passion or energy or enthusiasm. And so of course they don't want to buy because they don't realize you're trying to sell them anything in the first place. So that's where we're going to start. How do we actually formulate a pitch that people are going to listen to? Well, the first thing that you have to do is you have to make it easy for people to identify, is this something that is going to be useful to me right now? Okay. Now, if you've looked at a lot of sales pages, which I have, A, because sales coach, B, because I like buying things, then you'll notice that lots of sales pages start with a question. Are you insert the blank? Do you feel like fill in the blank? Is this how your life looks? Fill in the blank. And there's a really good reason for this. It's because people can self-identify with symptoms. If you ask people, do you feel sad? That's something that's changeable. They might feel sad today, but they might not tomorrow. If you say to somebody, do you feel sad 10 days out of 30? They can identify immediately. Yes, I do, or no, I don't. Again, if you write, are you a mum? Yes, you can self-identify, but it's not necessarily specific. It's not going to help you sell anything. Whereas if you add the symptoms in, are you a mum who has struggled to lose weight after having a child? There's your symptom, there's your specificity, and that's where you're going to get somebody to continue reading. Okay? So the first thing we have to do with any pitch is we have to help people self-identify. Now, my mini masterclass series, for example, is all about taking people through the 4 elements that they must have in order to skyrocket their sales and scale their business in Q4. So when we talk about symptoms, okay, and when we're talking about how we can help people self-identify, the things that I'm focusing on are the key outcomes that they're looking for from my masterclass series, i.e., okay, if you are interested in scaling your sales and scaling your business, then you're probably somebody who isn't currently generating the revenue or income that you'd like. So when I focus my pitch for, albeit it's totally free, like people don't have to pay for this. But when I focus my pitch, because it's just as important to pitch a free thing as it is a paid thing, I'm going to use questions like, are you somebody who is struggling to generate the income that they want? Are you somebody who has spent this year setting sales goals that you haven't yet achieved? Are you somebody who is looking to expand your income in Q4, right? Those things are specific. They help somebody self-identify, yes, I'm somebody who wants to expand my income. Yes, I'm somebody who perhaps hasn't hit the sales goals I want to yet. Yes, I'm somebody who wants to skyrocket their revenue in Q4. It makes it really easy. And as Chris Ducker says, attract the best and repel the rest, right? So in putting out a headline like that, or in putting out a question like that, I'm attracting the people who I know I can help, who I know that this mini masterclass series can really benefit. And everyone else who's thinking, well, actually, no, I've hit all my sales goals this year. And actually, no, my income is great. And, actually my issues are with something completely non-sales related. They can scroll straight past because they don't need it. Okay. So the second part that we need to look at when we're pitching is the benefits. Now, I see a lot of pitches. Again, A, sales coach, B, love buying stuff. And the biggest mistake that I see people making is that they will always try and sell me the features first. Okay, they'll always try and sell me the features first. How many PDF worksheets does it have? How many blueprints does it have? Are there email templates? And the reality is that features don't matter if you can articulate the problem in a way that makes the reader or the listener understand that you understand their problem, you empathize with their problem, and therefore you can solve their problem and help them. The features generally are irrelevant. The only time features are not irrelevant is if you are selling certain products. Okay, and even then, features still come second. If if you're buying a TV like we did recently, one of the features that might have been useful for us to actually look at was, how big is our TV unit? Will the new TV that's 55 inches fit on it? And the answer is it slightly overhangs. And we should have looked at the features of the TV unit that we bought beforehand, but we didn't because, we're annoying people. But it just goes to show, we bought a television based on the benefits that it had to us and the clear benefits that it had for us. Other people may not have wanted it for, things like sound quality or color quality, or, is this going to be the best TV for Sam to play his PlayStation games on? Yes, I know that was a serious consideration. Those things were benefits that we wanted. They might not be the same for everybody. And again, this is about, when you're pitching, it's about attracting the best and repelling the rest. So you've got to start talking about the benefits that your offer, free or paid, is going to have for your audience. What's the benefit of them showing up and handing you their email address or giving you money in exchange for your opt-in or your program or your product or service? So again, for the mini masterclass series, when I looked at the benefits, I looked at things that people could immediately take away. What were the tangible and intangible benefits of coming along to a free mini masterclass series? Well, the first benefit was that they were going to be given, or you are going to be given if you decide that you want to register, a super simple money-making roadmap that will help you if you are trying to get to your first 5K, trying to make your first 10K, or trying to launch your first automated funnel. Okay. So the benefit to that is that you don't have to waste the time, energy, money, and general, despair that I've had to waste over the last 4 years learning how to do those things, right? The benefit is that it's going to be simple. The benefit is that it's going to be easy. The benefit is that it's going to be actionable, easy to follow. Okay. And the benefit to you is that it will be quick. You get to learn effectively from my mistakes. And that's a key benefit. The other benefit is that the masterclasses are deliberately mini masterclasses. They're short. They're short and sweet. They're 15 to 20 minutes. They're actionable. So they're not just a ton of theory that you're going to have to go and learn and then think, oh God, how do I go and do this? Instead, They're actionable masterclasses that you can literally follow as we're going along. And the benefit to that is that you're then spending 15 to 20 minutes of your day implementing rather than learning more theory, rather than consuming more content and thinking, oh God, well, I'm going to go and find some time to do that, but I don't know when. No, instead you're going to walk away and it's going to be done. That's a benefit. Another benefit is that we're going to have Q&A time with the masterclasses. Okay, so the key benefit of that is if you watch a masterclass and you don't understand something or you want to know how to tailor it to your business, you can just ask, hey Jess, how would I implement that here? Hey Jess, this is my industry. How would I do that? Hey Jess, insert your question, right? And that's important because those are benefits. Yes, they're also features. You know, the fact that people get a roadmap is a feature. The fact that people will have a short masterclass is a feature. The fact that people get to ask questions, they are features. But it's those next steps that are the benefits. You know, why is this something that they should attend? You know, why does this feature give them a benefit that they just can't miss out on? So start thinking about, you know, the benefits you're giving to your audience with your latest freebie or program. You know, is it going to be quicker and easier for them? Is it going to make life more convenient? Is it going to make life easier? Will it help them in one of the main areas of their lives? You know, and when we think about this, the things that people prioritize in life are health, wealth, relationships. Okay. So when you're thinking about that, you can tailor your benefits. Okay, great. So, you know, we've got a 10-minute HIIT routine, you know, the high intensity workout. We've got a 10-minute HIIT routine. If you do that once a day, the benefit is it's super, super quick, but it burns tons of calories. And that means that you don't have to spend 3 hours in the gym to achieve the same result. It's a benefit. Great. Okay, cool. I'll go for 10 minutes. I'll achieve the same that I would do in 3 hours. Perfect. Incidentally, if anyone has that, then let me know, because currently going to the gym, I hurt a lot and, you know, would love to just be there for 10 minutes instead of, you know, an hour, but I digress. So the second thing that comes into your pitch is benefits. All right. The third thing that we're talking about when it comes to pitching is consequences. Okay. So again, this comes before features. Okay, we can outline briefly a feature in the benefits. So for example, there'll be a live Q&A and that will help you to learn more, tailor it to your business, etc. But we're not listing out the key features yet. Okay, so then we talk about the consequences. What are the consequences? What will they miss if they don't do it? Okay, what will they miss out on? What are the actual real consequences that will happen if they don't attend your program, if they don't buy it, if they don't attend, you know, the class, etc. So for me, when I look at the mini masterclass series, if somebody misses the series, then actually I can guarantee that there are probably about 2% of my audience who will already have all 4 elements in place. And that means that 98% of my audience, if they miss out on the mini masterclass series, will actually be missing at least one of the key components that could help them sell more and skyrocket their sales in Q4. That's the natural consequence, okay? The other consequence is that they will naturally consume more and more information, but they will only be consuming and not implementing, because the natural consequence of only going and looking or reading or watching content that is not implementation based is that it's very rare you actually do anything with it. Whereas if you came to my mini masterclass series, it's action based. So you'll be doing things. You'll be spending 15 to 20 minutes of your day productively on elements of your business that will help you generate more revenue, that will help you scale your business. You know, and the natural consequences are that if you don't spend that 15, 20 minutes a day doing it, well, then it's quite likely that you're going to spend that 15 or 20 minutes elsewhere doing things that perhaps don't serve your business in the same way. You know, you're going to be doing busy work. You'll get caught up in, it'll happen tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow, and tomorrow will never come. Okay, so think about what are the natural consequences of somebody's actions. Now, We don't have to run straight into pain and be like, oh my goodness, if you continue to eat meat and have high cholesterol, you will die, because that's not going to win you any friends. But don't be afraid to say to people, the natural consequences of not solving this problem are, okay? Because actually, people are always looking to purchase to get away from pain and into pleasure. That's what we're looking to do. We're looking to move away from a problem. We're looking to get out of pain and into something that makes us feel good. So if we don't talk about the natural consequences, we're being irresponsible. We're trying to save them from pain that actually, if we don't tell them, if we don't say, hey, look, the natural consequence to putting on an extra 20 pounds every year is that you are reducing, your life expectancy. You are increasing your risks of certain illnesses, and you are going to reduce the opportunity of times that you can, play activities with your children or go for a run or whatever. If we don't tell them that, it's irresponsible of us, because what we're doing is protecting them from a pain that would actually help them make better decisions for themselves. Now, regardless of whether they go ahead to buy from us or, from somebody else, that doesn't matter. But we can't protect people from the natural consequences of their actions. We have to let people make informed decisions. Okay. So again, for the mini masterclass series, the natural consequence of not showing up is that you will miss out on the top 4 elements of your business that you must have in place to help you skyrocket your sales and scale your business in Q4. And that's cool. If you miss it because you don't want to watch it, fine. That's absolutely up to you, because you've got to make an informed decision. But if I didn't tell you, you would potentially be like, cool, so I might watch the series or not, right? And then you wouldn't be making an informed decision, okay? Because you wouldn't have all the information. The other natural consequence of not signing up for the mini-series is that replays will only be available for 24 hours via email. So the natural consequence of not signing up is, if you miss one, well, if you're not signed up, you're not going to get it. You're not going to be able to watch it within 24 hours. And that's the natural consequence, yeah? Natural consequences don't always have to be the worst thing that could ever possibly happen to them. Sometimes it is just as simple as, look, if you don't sign up, you'll miss out on a replay. So if you know that you're somebody who can't make a specific time or a specific day, but you know that you still want the information or you still want to take the action, then you need to get yourself signed up so that you can actually watch it. Yeah. Number 4, make it simple for them to sign up. Okay. Now, sometimes I see this and people want people want their audiences to jump through a hoop to sign up for something. They're like, okay, cool. Here's this really awesome thing. Here are all the benefits that you'll get if you buy it. Here are all the things that you'll miss out on if you don't. And the person is like, oh my God, I need this immediately right now in my life. And they go, so if you want it, it'd be great if you could email my assistant and then she'll book a call in with me, and then we'll have the call, and that'll probably be in 2 weeks' time. And then after we've had the call, I'll tell you whether you're a good fit. And then I might send you a proposal that you can sign and send back. Okay. You just lost your audience, because they don't care. They don't want to jump through all the hoops. Once they want the problem solved, once they've identified that you can solve the problem, they want it to be easy. Okay, great. How do I sign up? So you want to give them 1, maximum 2 steps, okay, to get them to sign up. Now, that might be that they have, step 1 is they comment on your Facebook post and you send them a link, which incidentally I did last week. So if any of you are thinking, oh my goodness, Jess did this, I did. If you are in the free Facebook group, you'll have noticed that I put out a post and said, hey, this is the masterclass series. It's going to come on week beginning 24th of September. If you want it, all you need to do is post your birthday, your favorite birthday emoji or GIF, because I love birthday emojis and GIFs, and we'll send you the link to sign up. Okay, so we got them to comment and then we got them to click a link. Yeah, and that was it. They didn't have to do anything else. Equally, you can, and I'll explain why we did the comment and then send the link in a second. Equally, you can put the link in your group yourself, and you can write the post. You can say, hey, here are the benefits, here are the natural consequences, and here's the link to sign up in the post. Now, the reason that I didn't put the link in the post was because of the next point. Algorithms Are they actually seeing it? Are they actually seeing the content? Now, Facebook can be really funky about putting things in the newsfeed, especially things that direct people away from the app itself, because naturally it wants people to stay on Facebook longer so that they can be exposed to more advertising, so that their advertisers make more money, so they keep spending money on Facebook, right? So if you are posting a non-native link, i.e. a link that isn't going to a Facebook group or something related to Facebook, what you'll find is that your reach is much lower. You'll also find that if people don't interact with it quickly, your post, that it won't continue to be flashed up in the feed so often, which means that fewer and fewer people are seeing it, okay? And eventually what will happen is you'll find that your reach was just super, super low and you only got a few signups. Whereas if you ask people to take a simple action, i.e. throw up a birthday emoji, what will happen is Facebook will say, people are engaging with this post. It must be interesting content that that person's audience likes. We'll put it in more people's news feeds. And again, if they continue to engage and interact, then you will find that it will continue to be flashed up. All right. So you've got to also be aware that when you're pitching, yes, it's about structuring your pitch, but it's also about where you're promoting it and how you're doing that. Are you getting as many eyes on it as possible? Are you making sure that you are working the algorithms, whatever social media platform you're on? Are you making sure that it's in the hands of the right people? Is it in front of the ideal clients? And that doesn't mean you stick it on every promo thread or you go out there and spam every single Facebook group ever with your new freebie or offer or whatever. It means be sensible, make sure you're posting to warm traffic. And I know I bang on about warm traffic all the time, but it's much, much easier that way. If you're posting in your own Facebook group, if you're posting something that's going to be useful to your warm audience, you know that they're going to sign up and therefore they are going to comment on the post. They are going to interact with it. And that means that you're going to get more from Facebook. It means you're going to be able to play the algorithms successfully. You're going to get more interest, you're going to get more interaction, more engagement, and more signups. Whereas if you're posting it in random promo threads in other groups that aren't full of your ideal clients, people aren't going to see it. And you're not going to get the signups you want. So you might think you're doing tons and tons of work to promote it, but actually what you're doing is you're putting it in front of the wrong people, and therefore the right people aren't getting the opportunity to see it. Okay, so when it comes to the full pitch, the only time you're going to be putting features in there is after the what will they miss out on if they don't do it. And I haven't talked about features because quite honestly, everyone knows what a feature is, okay? And everyone knows that your features are, this is how many PDFs you'll get, or this is when this is how long the webinar will actually be, or this is what you're going to get from it. If there are worksheets, cheat sheets, blueprints, anything like that, this is the number of them. This is what is contained. This is how many one-to-one calls you'll have, etc., etc., etc. So the process is 1, give them something they can self-identify. 2, talk about the benefits that it's going to have for them. 3, what are they going to miss out on if they don't do it, if they don't sign up, if they don't go ahead and purchase? 4, that's when we're going to talk about features. What are the features? What are they actually going to get? 5, how do they sign up? Is it simple? Is there just a simple sign up box? Are they having to go through an elongated process? Is it a bit of a nightmare? Let's make it super, super simple, super easy for them because it's an easy decision. And then 5, algorithms. How are you promoting it? Where? Is it in front of your ideal clients? Is the right people seeing it? That's what matters. So hopefully that has been useful to you guys. If it has, and if you are thinking, actually the mini masterclass series does sound kind of awesome, please make sure you go into the show notes and hit that link. It's jessicalorimer.com/masterclass-mayhem. It's going to be a really fun week. Like I say, there are the top 4 elements that you absolutely must have in your business to skyrocket your sales and scale your business in Q4. And it really has been designed as a super simple, super actionable set of 4 masterclasses that are going to take you through the 4 elements and help you implement them into your business immediately. So you can walk away at the end of this week knowing exactly where you are, what you need to work on, and how you are going to scale your sales and your business by the end of Q4 to hit those goals that you're setting. All right. Obviously, if you don't sign up, then you are going to miss out. Unfortunately, the mini masterclasses will only be live for 24 hours. So if you don't sign up, then you are going to miss out on the replays, which would be very unfortunate. But all you need to do if you are interested is just go down there and hit the link at the bottom of the show notes, jessicalorimer.com/masterclass mayhem. All right. Super easy, super simple. And honestly, it's the one thing that I've put together in September. I wouldn't say this year because I'm like, this year I've done a lot of stuff, but one thing I've put together in September that I know is going to absolutely revolutionize the way that people are running their sales process in Q4. It's going to be a fabulous masterclass series, and I'm very, very excited about it. I'm very excited to deliver it. And I'm even doing it on video. All right. I might even wear makeup. I'm not going to make that a promise because it probably won't happen, but I might do it. So make sure you get signed up for the masterclass. And if nothing else, make sure that you use the structure. Obviously, you can absolutely expand on it as you see fit. And you can put as much detail in there as you want, but keep that structure, keep it super, super simple, and make it super easy for people to make a decision about downloading your next opt-in, buying your next product, program, or service. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. We're about to kick off this Friday, excitingly, with a 6 Figures to Success series for the guest sessions on Friday. So I've got one of my favorite people, one of my biz besties, one of my absolute snuggle buddies. So if you want to hear that story, pop along on Friday. We will be releasing the 6 Figures Success series, which is going to be really exciting and show you guys how some of the most influential and awesome people on the internet have built businesses to 6 figures and beyond, so that you can see and start implementing different techniques, tips, tricks, and all the good stuff that they've been able to share to help you build your business and scale it in the same way. I'll see you in Friday's episode. Have an epic week, and I'm sending you post-birthday virtual Prosecco and cake.